Today we explore what happens next, the return to the moon. For over half a century, no human has walked on its surface. After the final missions of the Apollo program, the moon was left behind in silence. Back then, every mission was short. A few days on the surface, planting flags, collecting rocks, and returning home. It was a historic achievement, but it was never meant to be permanent. Now, for the first time since that era, humanity is preparing not just to return, but to stay. The question is no longer, can we go back? It is, how do we live there? The return to the moon is not a single mission, it is a global program. Leading the effort is NASA, through the ambitious Artemis program. But unlike the past, this is no longer a solo journey. Space agencies and private companies from around the world are now working together, building new rockets, spacecraft, and landing systems designed for long-term lunar exploration. The goal is not just to touch the moon again, but to create a sustainable presence that can last for decades. This time, the moon is not the destination. It is the starting point. The next humans to step onto the moon will not be on a quick mission like before. They will stay longer, work harder, and live in an environment far more challenging than anything in low Earth orbit. Under the Artemis program, astronauts will include a diverse international crew, including the first woman and the next man to walk on the lunar surface. Unlike Apollo, these missions are designed for extended exploration. Days will become weeks, and eventually weeks may become months. Every step will be part of a larger goal, learning how humans can truly live beyond Earth. This time, footprints are not enough. The goal is to build something permanent on the moon, the first real human outpost beyond Earth. Under the Artemis program, future astronauts will begin constructing habitats designed to survive the harsh lunar environment. These structures will likely be placed near the moon's south pole, where conditions are more favorable for long-term survival. Instead of bringing everything from Earth, crews will begin using local materials, lunar soil, or regolith, to help build protective walls and landing zones. For the first time in history, humans will try to turn the moon from a destination into a home. Not all places on the moon are equal. The key to survival lies near the lunar South Pole, one of the most important regions in the entire Artemis plan. Unlike most of the moon, this area contains permanently shadowed craters where water ice may exist. That water changes everything. It can be split into oxygen to breathe, hydrogen for fuel, and even drinking water for long-term missions. That's why Artemis program is focused on this region, not just for landing, but for building the foundation of survival. In space exploration, water doesn't just mean life. It means independence. Surviving on the moon is not just about landing safely, it's about staying alive every single day. There is no breathable air, no natural protection from radiation, and extreme temperature shifts between sunlight and darkness. That's why the Artemis program depends on advanced technology to keep humans alive. Solar power systems will capture energy during long lunar daylight. Life support habitats will recycle air and water continuously. And robotic systems may help build and maintain structures before humans even arrive. Every system must work perfectly, because on the moon, there is no quick rescue and no second chance. Before humans fully return to the moon, they will first live in orbit around it. A new space station called the Lunar Gateway will act as a staging point between Earth and the lunar surface. Built and operated with international partners under the NASA-led Artemis program, it will orbit the moon and support long-term exploration. From here, astronauts can prepare for surface missions, test deep space systems, and return safely if needed. The Gateway is not just a station. It is the bridge between Earth and a permanent presence on the moon. The return to the moon is not the final goal. It is preparation for something much bigger. Under the Artemis program, the moon becomes a testing ground for deep space survival. Here, humans will learn how to build, live, and work away from Earth for long periods of time. The Moon's lower gravity could even help launch missions more efficiently into deeper space. And ultimately, everything learned here is meant for one destination. The Moon is no longer the end of exploration. It is the training ground for the next giant leap. This time, the return to the Moon is not driven by competition between superpowers. During the Apollo program, the goal was to win a race. A flag was planted, and the mission was completed. But now, the vision is completely different. The Artemis program is focused on permanence, building systems that can last, evolve, and support continuous human presence. Private companies, international partners, and government agencies are all working together this time. The Moon is no longer a symbol of victory. It is becoming a shared foundation for humanity's future in space. For decades, the Moon was a memory, a place humanity visited and left behind. But now, through the Artemis program, it is becoming something new. Not a destination we reach and leave, but a world we learn to live on. The first Moon missions were history. The next ones are the foundation of everything that comes after. Because the Moon is not the end of the journey. It is the beginning of humanity's future beyond Earth.